absolutely love talking about Ninja products because they're always customer picks and they're always well built and people know that name and you love it. Well, tonight, not only do we have the top brand, one of the top brands throughout our country, but the #1 kitchen appliance brand here at HSN. And I am thrilled to show you something we haven't done in years. It has been since 2021 since we've offered, the original fabulous Ninja Storm at this price, $29.99. So it's been 2 years. It has not been on any TV retail for multiple years at that price. So if you ever want to do anything from hopefully filling up my nice frosty summer drink to prepping for that meal, getting ready for the cookout, making a great pesto, we're doing chicken salad. Even if you want frosty snow cones for the kids, this workhorse is gonna do it for you. Now I have all these awesome colors and I love doing midnight. As Rochelle knows, I'm happy to have all the colors. That might not be true later on. We're starting up here and this is gonna be your beautiful red. Then we have the one down below, that one. We are officially calling this cinnamon. Now we have 2 different versions of blues. We have the navy and we have the gorgeous turquoise. Guys, I'm gonna warn you about the turquoise right now. To me, that is such a great color and that is our super secret color tonight. These 2 are the most limited going into this midnight hour. Then I have gray up here and then we always have the most popular color by far is gonna be black. Again, it's been 2 years since we've offered this at $29.99 and I promise you, it makes everything from that frosty drink I'm about to get to even prepping for the most complicated meal you could imagine. Easy and in a snap. And look who's with me. Okay, it's so cute because Rochelle has not been here in the studio for like 3 years. And I was like, welcome back. Okay, girl, I'm ready. Everything ready except I am missing this.
Let's get you started.
All right, yay.
This is the Ninja Storm. It's my favorite. We did this at home a lot back when we were all still working from home. It is just compact, it's powerful, it has all of the power that you need that you get in a regular blender, but let me show you what it can do to ice. So I just have some ice in there from the freezer. Gonna pulse it, so it's just 2 fingers. And that's what I think everybody loves about it, is it's just so easy to use.
Yeah.
All I'm doing is hitting this hot button here, but if I wanna give it a little spin, I can just hold it down. And now you hear how all of that ice is not knocking around in there anymore, so I know that it's all blended up. And look at what it did. It turned all that ice
like a snow cone
into snow. Here, let me dump this out so you can see it. Look at how perfect that came out. So for your snow cones, for your margaritas.
For the kids.
For the kids, but this is just really finely ground into, snow. It's super soft, it's super powdery, and the way that we're able to do that is with the stacked blade system. So Ninja's known for their blades. This is one of their original blenders. It's a fan favorite. Everybody loves it. I have 2 of them at home, but that stacked blade system is what they're known for, and that's able to chop everything and bring it down to the blades all at the same time. So it's not just a blender, you're also gonna use it for food processing. We're gonna show you some recipes. All of the things that we're cooking today are included in the recipe book. You get 100 recipes with the recipe book.
And Rochelle, I want everybody to know, the pieces of ice she used are not cheat ice. They're the kind of ice you get out of your fridge. You know, the big blocks, the stuff, and you're like, most blenders, even an expensive blender out there, cannot get to snow cone if you use an expensive blender. You might have one of those really complicated food processors at 800 pieces and parts and you never use it. It cannot do this. So here you are under $30 for this dynamo that can do not only this, but we're gonna do, I know we've got chicken salad coming up.
Yeah.
I love making pestos. This makes the easiest work out of it. If you're making that great, hot, nice, cool drink on a really hot day. Oh, wait, here it is.
Here it is.
Here it is.
I just did my little margarita dance back there. That's what I was going to the fridge. I was going to the fridge. So this is just ice from our freezer. We're adding it in here with a margarita mix, also some chopped watermelon. We're gonna do a little watermelon margarita for you.
Hello.
Really easy to use. There's a pour spout that's included on the side here. The lid fits right on, but this is the motor pod. It's 450 watts, and it's really easy to use. It's just 2 fingers, and I'm just pulsing to chop up that ice, so you can control how finely ground you want the ice is. But let's say I want it like the restaurants where it's super finely
I want it
ground.
that way. I want a frozen margarita.
I am going to hold it down, and I don't hear the ice anymore, so now I know it's done. You also have a grip at the bottom here, so you know it's not dancing all on counter.
True.
It's got a little grip, safety grip here too, so it's not going to move on you when you are blending your ice. Oh, you know, I'm taking it off too, because I wanted to show you the ice, but let me show you. It does have the pour spout, so let me just pour a margarita for you.
Thank you, my love. I was already patty. This is the only element that was missing. And it's like a real frozen margarita. And guys, how much you spent? Let's be honest. You love a good old frozen margarita. You go to a restaurant, you're out in the patio, oh, I'll take a frozen margarita. And what's it cost? 15 bucks. Like, it's ridiculous. Why not in your own patio, backyard, little outdoor space you have, make your own, and they are, I'll guarantee you, delicious.
How does it taste? Now she's doing a little dance. But that texture is perfect,
delicious.
right? It's perfectly ground ice, but you can control the texture with the palm of your hand. So we did some frozen ice, we did a frozen margarita. Let's talk about how you can use it to make, you know, cooking a little easier, because we all like to cook. I love to cook, I'm a foodie, you know that. But what about chopping? I have decent knife skills, but I can't chop through 2 or 3 cups of carrots.
Wait, okay, I have rotten knife skills.
Okay, well then we're gonna have you do this. So I'm gonna show this to you. So this is about 5, you can fill it up with 5 cups. So it is a 5-cup, 40-ounce capacity. We have about 2 cups of carrots in there. You can see they're all whole little baby carrots. Suzanne, show us how easy it is.
Okay, without reading the instructions, big drum roll, tag, you know, whatever, no, watch. Okay, and what I really like is, how many times have you gotten a processor and the stuff in the bottom gets overly chopped up and the stuff on the top doesn't? What this does is those really awesome, that blade in there literally sucks the stuff down so everything can be chopped really nice and even. Now look at that, with not reading the instructions whatsoever, guess what? Your food prep becomes so easy. Look at the consistency inside here. And again, this isn't one of those little teeny Ninja blenders, you know, like the one-stop wonders. This is the big, and it's multi cups, so you can really do something big if you need to, or if you want to do something very, very small, you can do it as well. I mean, if you're cooking for the team or you're cooking for just yourself, but look at that consistency. If you're doing a taco bar, how fun is this?
It's very fun, and that's why I like to use it for chopping carrots. I like to use it for chopping onions. I gotta tell you, chopping onions usually makes me cry, so I prefer to chop onions in my food processor, in my Ninja Storm, because you're gonna get this nice, finely chopped onion without having to, you know, spend a lot of time with your knife. This took what? How long did that take you? Just a couple seconds. And it comes with a lid. So once you're done, if you're doing a big capacity of carrots, let's say you're doing a carrot cake or something for your next get-together, you can just pop the lid on and pop this in your refrigerator and it's ready to go. So Ninja thinks of everything, including the storage for when we're cleaning up. But so in addition to onions, let's do a little salsa to go with your margarita. We're talking about summertime entertaining. I love it. This really is my favorite blender. And last time we had it on air, I bought extra because it's one of my favorite gifts to give too. So this is one that's a really fun color.
Great idea.
I really love it. So I'm gonna hold this up so you can see too. You can see how I've got my tomatoes in there. I've got my my cilantro. I've also got some whole onions, a little bit of lime juice too. And we are going to make a homemade salsa with just 2 fingers. You notice how easy this is to use. Every time I hit the button, it's just pulsing. Here, there we go. I want to make sure you see it around the chips. So I can control the texture as well. So if I want this to be a super, you know, ground up, you know, nice and fine salsa, I can do that. If I want it chunky, I can just do a couple of pulses and leave it chunky as well. But I love that it's so simple, so easy to use.
It's so
and when
fresh.
things are fresh, it just tastes better. It smells better. It just, you know, you taste the lime, you taste the jalapeno, you taste the fresh tomatoes. There's no preservatives in here. There's nothing you can't pronounce. There's no added salt or sugar. I know all of us are watching, you know, those things these days. Even my husband is starting to watch how much salt he has in his diet. So, you know, if you want to control what you're eating and control the ingredients that you're feeding yourself, this is a fun way that you can still, you know, enjoy your margaritas, enjoy your salsa, but then you can control the ingredients that go in. So here's all the different things it does. You can even make ice cream. Look at how it's just turned this little easy frozen yogurt. There's another salsa. So it's so easy to use. There's 100 recipes that come with it.
It's
so
great.
versatile.
Yeah, and you know what I think it'll really surprise you is the biggest deal is how often you use it. So have you invested in a really expensive blender? Okay, how often do you drag that thing out? You're like, oh, I bought it, thought I was gonna use it all the time. You never use it. How many of you invested in a really expensive food processor and it literally has 8,000 pieces? And it's such a pain in the you-know-what that you do not pull it out and you never use it, but you thought you were going to. With this, you can do the things that a blender does, you can do the things that a food processor does, and you actually use it because it's easy. The cleanup's a breeze. It is an effortless way to really get great results. So if it's the great little cocktail drink you're gonna make when your friends come over, or for you after a long day. Or you say, hey, you know what? I just wanna make better recipes. This is gonna be almost like a sous chef in your kitchen. Because I believe when you do food prep and it becomes really easy, then you're a more adventurous chef. You will cook more things, you'll try more things because it's simple. And it's not 8,000 pieces and really heavy, but it works, and it works brilliantly well. In fact, right now, it's a huge customer pick. If you look down at the bottom of our screen, you'll see some of the reviews, and I'm gonna actually share a few with you because people love this. They're like, oh, I do have the blender, but I never pull it out anymore because I've got the Ninja. They say, oh my goodness, I love the capacity. They love the ease of it. They love the easy cleanup on it. Just everything is a big yes tonight. So if you feel like, gosh, you know what, I really don't work hard enough in the kitchen, or I like to work a lot less in the kitchen, this is gonna take all that hard work away from you because prep now becomes really easy and really fast. An egg salad, a chicken salad, a tuna salad, pestos. I love making pesto. You've gotta have this unit to make really great pesto. And I put it on salads, I put it on chicken, I put it on everything. This is gonna be able to make it for you, fresh, delicious, you know the ingredients, and it's quick, and the cleanups is easy. So if you had the laundry list of, hey, I want something that's really gonna be versatile in my kitchen, this is it. And here's the best part. We're at under $30. The last time we were able to achieve that was 2 years ago. It has not been anywhere else in retail at this price for multiple years in any of the TV shopping channels. So here's your opportunity to grab it while we've got it. And I love what Rochelle said, get multiples. It makes the easiest, greatest, can you imagine going to someone's house for the weekend over the summer and you take them this as opposed to a bottle of wine? Like they're gonna be so much more impressed with you. All right, here we go. Red, cinnamon. Then we have navy back here, turquoise. These two are the most limited. How many, Rocky, do I have left in the turquoise? Because I think the turquoise is gorgeous. Okay, guys, I got a couple thousand in the turquoise. Then we have gray in the back, and then we have black. Black is always the most popular. We're in good shape on the black right now, but it's a perfect time to be able to order it. Also, too, as I go back to Rochelle, 3 flex pays. What's that? Any major credit card, you can use it. If you want to use the flex pay, it comes out to $10. You pay it off in 3 months, but you get it right away. Yay, that's pretty awesome. Amazing. And how many are sold? Oh, goodness gracious, guys. We have now sold 8,700. Okay, we are 12 minutes into the presentation. Wow. Here's my favorite advice right now, because we have sold so many. I would absolutely get your color now. Do not wait till later, because that even surprised me.
So what I love about it, too, that surprised me too, but what I love about it too is you are getting a recipe book with it. So you're getting 100 recipes that are included in the book. Most of everything I've made today here is included. So we've got a strawberry banana smoothie, and they're all color-coded by different things. We also have a breakfast strata. There's marinades in here for your summer barbecues. Everything that you want to try, we'll give you the instructions to do it. Guacamole, salsa, you know, it's summertime. You want to spend time with, you know, your friends and your family. You don't want to spend so much time in the kitchen. This is going to make meal prep so easy. And so I love it too for how easy it is to clean. Everything's dishwasher safe except for the motor. So the motor doesn't get dirty. You keep that on your countertop, but everything else can go in the dishwasher. So since it is so easy to use, why don't we do 2 things at once? I'll teach you to do something else. So I'm gonna put some strawberries in here. This is a little strawberry banana smoothie. So I put my frozen strawberries, I've got a little yogurt in there, and some whole bananas. I'll tilt that towards the camera. There we go. So you can see I've got whole ingredients and then some frozen strawberries. This is my favorite thing to make in the morning. It's so quick, it's so easy. And then when I've got a busy morning, I just pour this in my glass and I'm ready to go. So you're gonna pulse this to make the strawberry smoothie. While you're doing that, I'm gonna make a pesto. So before I blend it, I wanna show you what's inside. So in here we've got some wonderful roasted red peppers. We also have a little bit of olive oil and some garlic.
And yeah, I wanna show it that way overhead. If you guys can come even over a little more. It's all full size. You notice you're not doing any pre-chopping.
No,
Thank God.
This is so easy. So you don't have to, you know, pull out the big knives and chop everything up. This is going to chop it and blend it all at the same time. Plus, it comes with the lid, so if you have any left over, you can use it for that. So this is a little roasted red pepper pesto. So while I do this, we got our cheese at the bottom there too, so that you can see. So I'm just pulsing this, and Suzanne is making her smoothie, and you can hold it down too.
I'm going for it now.
Let it go. There we go. So I love that.
Let her rip.
let it rip. Anytime you're making a, smoothie or anything, absolutely. So I love how easy it is to use, and so all the controls at the palm of your hand. So there's nothing digital that you have to learn. You don't have to worry about different settings. That's all it takes. And so there's a pour spout also. So you took it all the way off there. I love it. Look at the texture too.
Is that not gorgeous? And guys, think about this too, Rochelle. We've talked about this a lot. How many of you guys love the frozen coffee drinks? How many of you go and you say, yeah, it's good anywhere. Oh yeah, I'm a professional. But how many of you think about going in the morning after you work out or whenever, you're like, oh, we're gonna drive through and get a smoothie. You spend so much money on a smoothie. Or in the morning, how many times are you trying to eat better, but you gotta run out the door and you're like, boy, I really wish I could drink a protein shake every morning. You're gonna use this because it's easy. Everything we dislike about blenders and everything we dislike about really complicated food processors, this will do all that they can do, but it's so fast and simple. Rochelle, that's what I love about it. I mean, if it's complicated, if it's a ton of parts, if it's too heavy, I don't ever, like, you ever tried to bring a blender from underneath the cabinet on top of the counter?
And food processors too. You mentioned food processors. We've processed carrots, we've processed onions. I've done some, pestos and some dips. We even have riced cauliflower here. Food processors can be really big, really bulky, and come with a lot of different attachments. This is simple. This is easy to use. Think about how much money you could save doing your own rice cauliflower. Suzanne, you were telling me you just had some rice cauliflower.
I went to a restaurant.
At a restaurant that was really
I went
delicious.
to a restaurant, right? And the meal, I got rice cauliflower with chicken. Right?
Okay.
I thought it was a risotto.
Oh, risotto,
it was a risotto. It was so good, right?
Nice.
And so I ordered it, and then immediately I'm like, and we paid a lot of money. It was a meal, right?
Yeah.
It was healthy for me. I was really happy. It did taste like that. It tasted like authentic, pasta, right?
Yeah.
And I thought, I've got to make this. Well, guess what? Do I have anything at home that's actually going to make this for me? No. And you know how much you spend for pre-made riced cauliflower?
It's so expensive.
It's ridiculous. And all it is riced cauliflower.
It's just cauliflower that's been chopped.
Exactly, right, but it's been chopped the right way. And again, this is going to do it for you. So think about the iced coffees. Wait a minute. Think about the smoothies that you buy at the drive-thru, the iced coffees, the frozen,
for sure.
The frozen drinks. Let's talk about something as basic as riced cauliflower. Now, this darn ninja has paid for itself within 2 drive-thrus. I mean, maybe 1.
Exactly. With the price of iced coffee these days, definitely.
Or a frozen margarita. Again, how much was the last time you bought a margarita restaurant? You might as well make it at home. All right, I have to give you an update, everybody. We're really, 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 really busy. It even shocked me. I was like, oh, wait a minute. Now, I think we're over. How many does it say? I can't see that far away. Oh, geez, oh, Pete. So we're gonna hit easily 10, 11, 12,000 before this hour is done, all right? So if you are thinking about getting it, look at that number. We're over 9,000. It's the first airing, and we've never done this price in 2 years, and we matched a 2-year-old price. Now, this is important because, yes, there are other retail TV networks out there. It hasn't been available at this price in years anywhere. We have this exclusive, by the way, because I love you. I know what you'll do. You're gonna go online. You're gonna be, I'll go to some other place and see what I can do. You are not gonna find this value. You're not gonna find this at that price because we have an exclusive price for this for our today's special. Now, remember, if you want any of the blues, the turquoise or the navy, those are the most limited. The most popular is the black and the red. And is it turquoise up there? Oh, I love it. And you know what? Turquoise just seems Caribbean and summer to me.
It's very
obviously, Rochelle, I'm in the mood.
Yeah.
I'm definitely in the summer party mood, right? So if you want the turquoise, wow, we're down to about maybe 3,000 or so left for the day. So if you want to get that gorgeous turquoise, again, perfect time to do it. I love what Rochelle said. Get a couple of them. Are you going to go to someone's house over the weekend this summer? You're going to go visit maybe a festival or something. Can you imagine handing them that and saying, oh, here you go. I'm going to give you this as opposed to a bottle of wine. It's going to be much more appreciated and it's going to be used much more often.
You know what though? You could include this with a bottle of wine. They could make frosé, or you could include this with a bit of a margarita mix and you know, put a bow on it. It makes such an excellent gift. It's really fun. It's really just something that someone's going to use, that you're going to use all the time. I know I love it. I use it all the time, and I got to tell you, I've got like 3 or 4 Ninja blenders at home. This is the one I use all the time. This is the one that's on my countertop, chopping carrots, making pesto, doing my morning smoothie. But Suzanne, you loved this, so that's why I paused a minute, because I want you to see inside before I chop it. it is powerful. So even though it's just 450 watts, it is going to chop through all of these things. So this is something I make often.
Wait,
this is a chicken salad.
And I want you to show, look how big pieces these, they're giant
thick pieces of chicken.
So it's not like you have to do tons of cutting and prepping prior to actually prepping.
Yeah, so this is really easy to do.
The walnuts are huge too.
There's walnuts, I've got celery there in the bottom, so it's really easy to make. So this is something I like to do with my, you know, just leftover chicken that I have and then I want a quick and easy lunch. This is how easy it is to do a quick and easy lunch. So I usually, sometimes I'll use Greek yogurt just to make it a little healthier. I'll put my leftover chicken, and all I'm doing is using 2 fingers and hitting this top button and pulsing. And what it's doing...
something funny though?
Yeah.
So I was watching. This is how nerdy I am for you guys. I am the complete nerd out here. I was watching this big chunk of chicken, right? And I knew, because I know Ninja was gonna go down, but I kept my eye on it.
You were watching.
I totally was watching this huge chunk. It was kind of at the top, right? And I waited for it to dive down, and look, that whole big chunk of chicken completely gone.
All of it is blended. There we go.
And you know what? You did it like 30 seconds.
It didn't take long at all, right?
That's
and
awesome.
Imagine having to like bring out your cutting board and chop the celery and then, you know, chop up the chicken. And this makes a nice like deli style chicken salad.
Totally does.
And it's able to do that because of that stacked blade system. So that's chopping and bringing everything down to the bottom all at once. So let's see what else we can make, Suzanne.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna head this way and let's just kind of go through it. So remember, we made snow cones early. This watermelon margarita, by the way, using fresh watermelon, it is really delicious. I'll let you know that. How many are prepping for a taco party? Or maybe just a taco night with the family, the kids. Maybe you're the mom who's got the whole football team coming over. Easy to prep all the ingredients for any food you're making. And like I said, once you have this Ninja, what I've discovered is if you can prep faster, you will be more adventurous in the kitchen. You'll try more things. This, I love it. I spent a fortune the other day getting riced cauliflower that tastes like risotto. The recipe was amazing. And I immediately thought, oh my gosh, because I'm trying to lose weight, yada, yada, eat healthier. I need to do that at home. Guess what? This is gonna, instead of buying riced cauliflower, stick it in here and make it yourself. We did the nachos with fresh salsa, amazing. This is a pesto. I love pesto. I love we did the smoothies. You guys know how expensive it is to get the smoothie. Another quick note, if you guys have one of those chicken salad places, there's a new chain of restaurants that feature chickens. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Okay, you get like literally not even a whole scoopful, and you will spend a fortune buying their chicken salad. It's darn good chicken salad, I have to admit. Now, and most people won't make chicken salad because it's too complicated, it's too time consuming, and you're right, you can't get the right consistency. You're just gonna use this and you're gonna make the best chicken salad ever, which is great. Egg salad, egg salad, tuna salad. I love all those salads.
I love, tuna salad's good too. I haven't had one in a while. I have to make one now. So what you just saw me put in there is I just took some ice from the freezer. I am just using my 2 fingers at the top here. I'm hitting the button. And just that quickly, I was able to turn ice into snow. And so it's able to grind it up that fine because of the stacked blade system. So no matter what you put into your Ninja Storm, it's going to be able to get the job done for you. So let me show you. I love how finely it does this. So think of snow cones for summertime, your frozen drinks, your smoothies, anything that you want to do this summer, this is going to be able to do it for you. And this is that stacked blade system. And so it's 4 blades stacked on top of each other. That's really going to not just chop and blend, but also kind of bring it down and around so nothing really gets stuck at the bottom. That's what you're noticing with the chicken, is it's designed to bring the ingredients to the blades so that way everything
And by the way, we have now sold 10,000.
Oh my goodness.
We are 23 minutes into the hour and 10,000 are now ordered. Okay, so here's my advice. And I have, trust me, that surprised me. I was like, what? So here we go. If you want any of the colors I have remaining, now's the perfect time to get it. I can almost guarantee you at this rate, because I know how many we brought in. And here's what's really funny. We brought in enough, we thought we'll sell it for another couple days afterwards, which is fine. Sometimes we do that. That is not gonna happen. I will 300% guarantee you that this is not even the full amount we brought in, and we brought in a lot. At this pace and this rate, it will not make it throughout the day. If it does, I will come back and have another margarita.
I'll make one for you.
Good. If you want the black or the red or the turquoise, guys, I knew it. That turquoise is such a great color. That is the I think that's the sleeper color of all of them that are available. It reminds me of summer fun and Caribbean. It just makes you happy when you see that bright, pretty turquoise. And it's gonna look fantastic in your kitchen, as you know. Now, here's something else. How many of you avoid getting a food processor, or you have a big heavy one and you haven't taken out from under your cabinet in 100 years? I'm gonna literally pick this up, you guys. This is so easy, it's so portable. We know people, and Rochelle, I know you do
Yeah.
this, people take this when they travel.
Yeah.
Can you imagine going
In
on a
your RV?
vacation, instead of buying those really expensive drinks at the, you know, tiki bar, you literally are in your room making your own and taking them down to the pool. That's how much people love this and how versatile it is. If you've got anybody who's having a new baby and they really want to watch what they're feeding the baby, let's say they're going to do their own peas and their own carrots and they need all that stuff down, mushed down or chopped down really finely, they're going to love this. So think about that couple who's about to have a kid. This is a great baby gift too. Think about somebody who's moved into their own place. Where are you getting it, Rocky? Oh, okay.
What color is he gonna get?
What color are you getting? Yeah, this is my producer talking to me. I like the gray, actually.
Neutral.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. Rocky, my producer, he is a very, very avid and successful runner. And he was talking about protein drinks.
Yeah.
And again, if you have a big old blender, you never get it out to make one protein drink. And if you say, oh, I've got a food processor, you don't do protein drinks in that either. But if you're trying to eat healthier and you want to have that protein drink before you go to work, instead of eating something bad from a drive-through, now, with no effort at all, you can make it, and it's really gonna be delicious.
Yes, absolutely. And it's easy. It's really easy to use. It is dishwasher safe. So after you're done making your smoothie, you can put everything, the blade included, into the dishwasher. But I love how easy it is to use. I think that's what everybody loves. It's just so fun. It's so easy. So let me make another drink for you. How about that?
God bless you.
All right, so before I blend it up, I wanted to show you.
She's like, as soon as you need another drink,
Let me show you what's in it before I blend it up, just to show you. So I've got some ice in there. I also have some strawberries. We're gonna do a little strawberry daiquiri. I've got a little daiquiri mix at the bottom.
And again, this is not cheating ice.
No.
This is the same junk that comes out of your fridge, okay?
I pulled it right out of the freezer behind us, I swear. So it's the same ice that you use.
It's the tough ice.
And I use this, I mean, honestly, this is what I use at home all the time. And so it's just so easy. You know, you have a little grip here at the bottom, so it's not bouncing around the countertop. It's got a nice, you know, it's secure on the counter. But it's just so easy. Like, all I'm using is just 2 fingers, and I'm pulsing, and I'm listening for the ice to get smaller, but I can hold it down, too. And when I hold it down, you can hear that there's no more ice, so that I know it's done.
Yeah.
So it's just really perfect, really easy to use. There's a pour spout on the outside, which, by the way, this pour spout is also great for when you're making your sauces and your pestos. If you want to pour a little oil in, you can use that as well.
That's a good idea.
So it's just fun, you know? I think it's just fun and exciting. It's summertime. Finally, we've got Memorial Day coming up.
And it's the perfect daiquiri.
It is
you
the
just
perfect,
made me the perfect
look at,
daiquiri.
I know, look at the texture on that
look at
ice.
that. Oh
Look,
my gosh,
there we
you
go,
know
I'm
I'm
spilling a
wondering
little too. So look at the texture on the ice. It is perfect.
Oh,
It
so
is
good.
just like what you would get at the restaurant or on your favorite cruise. So now you can bring the vacation home, right? You can do your, you know, your 5 o'clock somewhere with your Ninja Storm, you know, on your Friday nights, on your Saturday nights. It's so perfect,
And that was
isn't
with
it?
fresh strawberries.
That was with fresh strawberries.
Little syrup?
A little daiquiri mix, a little syrup, and then ice.
And you will think, oh my God, I've been transported to the Caribbean. Oh, even if you're staying, it's a staycation. Let's say you're not going anywhere. Maybe you're in your little back deck, because I have a little teeny back deck, or a little balcony, or a little patio, or I don't know, on your front porch, and you're like, I just want to feel like I've been transported to someplace else. You will get this out. You'll make a little daiquiri or a little margarita for yourself. And you'll just be like, oh yes, I feel like I'm a million miles away.
Yeah.
And it really, it's amazing that you can pull off what a professional daiquiri maker does at a tiki bar, you know, bar.
And those margarita makers are expensive. They're a couple $100, and they just do margaritas.
Right, they don't make chicken salad.
But this margarita can make a chicken salad, exactly. So let's talk about summer barbecuing. Now I want to show you how you can do your own custom burgers. So you know, you go to the store and maybe you're looking for something a little bit more lean or something a little bit more customized and gourmet. What I've gotten here is some sirloin steak, some jalapeno, and some cheddar.
Can you take the lid off? Do you care?
Yeah. Here, let me show you. All right, so let's look inside. I will show you again.
Thank you.
Here we go. Look at that. All right, so whole pieces of cheddar, whole pieces of jalapeno, and then also some sirloin steak. So I'm gonna grind. Oh, it smells so good.
Let me smell it.
Wait, smell it.
Oh.
So that makes
my mouth instantly started watering.
Exactly. So fresh ingredients make a difference. When you're using fresh ingredients, it's gonna taste better. There's no preservatives, there's no added salt. But I'm just chopping up those things and grinding it and mixing it all at the same time. So we're doing our own hamburger blend. So you could do blue cheese. You could do like a leaner cut of meat if you're trying to save on some fat.
Or like turkey or chicken.
Or salmon if you want to do your salmon patties.
Oh, that's a great
You've got some
idea.
leftover salmon from your
Do you
air
know how
fryer.
expensive pre-made salmon patties are when you go to the grocery store? They're a fortune.
Very. So look at that. Now here, I'll open up the lid again so you can see how finely ground this is. So now I just need to form those into hamburger patties. You could also do your meatballs. So it's so easy to use. I mean, it's a blender and it's a food processor. And it's the easiest food processor and the lightest weight food processor you'll ever see. I know food processors, and you know I love to cook. I'm over here, you know, doing food stuff all the time. Food processors, you know, you have all these extra parts and it's heavy and you wonder where to store those extra parts. This can do all of those same jobs.
It's really funny. I don't even have a food processor because there were so many parts and I couldn't remember what everything did.
Yes.
I literally couldn't remember. I was like, what is this stupid thing for? What's that? So I literally got rid of it years ago, right? But then you realize, oh my gosh, there's so many things that I need a food processor for. Whether it's, I love making homemade pesto. That is one of my favorite things. Oh, so we're doing it here?
We're gonna do it here.
Yes.
Let's do it.
But I love making the pestos, making your own chicken salad, then going to those really fun iced coffee drinks, making an awesome frozen daiquiri, and then you turn around and say, I'm gonna make baby food one day. I mean, to me, this Ninja is the perfect size because of the cup size. This is a 40-ounce pitcher, which equates to how many cups?
It's 5 cups.
5 cups, which is really
ounces.
a great size. That's awesome.
Yeah, so I just want to show you, we're gonna do a little kale pesto. So I've got kale and spinach in there. I also have my olive oil and cheese and things at the bottom. But what I'm gonna do, and what's brilliant about this pour spout is great for your margaritas, but it's also great for mixing in your oils when you're doing your salad dressings and things. And so this is how easy it is to use. I'm just gonna pour the oil in as I'm blending, and it's gonna help emulsify it. Let me chop up that kale a little bit, and then we're gonna add a little bit more oil. So now you can control all the ingredients. So, you know, when you buy some of these things at the store, it'll have, you know, hydrogenated oils.
See there, I took it down.
Yeah, it'll have hydrogenated oils. You gotta trust me, Suzanne, you gotta trust me. I know my storm.
I wait and I wait and I'm like, is this gonna do it?
It does it. You know, but there's no added salt, there's no ingredients you can't pronounce. You know, sometimes when you go through the salad dressing aisle, next time actually you go to the salad dressing aisle at your local grocery store, read the back of the labels. There's lots of stuff you can't pronounce. There's added salt, there's added sugar. Now you can make your own salad dressings. You can make your own pestos. And so I'm just gonna open this up to show you too.
Can I smell it before you pour it?
Yes, you wanna smell it. It's gonna smell delicious. Fresh pesto.
And with kale, oh my gosh, and you're getting kale into people's bodies.
Yes.
Oh, it does not taste, doesn't smell like nasty kale.
No.
I would never know that's a kale pesto.
That's a kale pesto. Wow. So again, it's a really easy way, you know, to get those wonderful ingredients that you want to eat, but maybe you want to make it a little bit more delicious and make it into a kale pesto.
Yeah, I get it. We're trying to put it on zoodles. Disguise it, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, guys, here we go. Over 11,000. Jeez, oh, Pete, have been ordered. I hope you're checking the customer reviews. They're coming up, but there's tons of 5-star reviews on this. And and they're all at a higher price because we haven't done 29 bucks in years. I love this one. A gal from New Hampshire says, I could never be happier with an appliance as I am with this one. I use it all the time. And then she goes, love it, love it, love it. I mean, and the list, I've got 2 pages full of reviews here, and that's just a little teeny bit of the reviews that we have. Now, here's what I need you to do. We are, needless to say, and I was pretty sure it was gonna happen, we are swamped busy. So, a couple ways to shop. Number 1, the fastest way is turn your phone on, turn your camera on, walk up to the television screen and point your camera at that scan code. The scan code will get a yellow box around it. You tap the box, it'll immediately take you to buying this product. That is by far, you're in the front of the front of the front of the, you're in the speed lane when you do that. If you're not using that, use your app and go to hsn.com on your computer, your phone, whatever. And again, really quickly, a couple clicks, you've got yours ordered. If you want the turquoise, we featured that turquoise, that is by far one of the most popular along with black and red, and it's by far one of the most limited. So if your guys are gonna grab that turquoise color, I would absolutely order at midnight. Turquoise will not make it through the rest of the day. There's just no doubt about it. We repeat this show a couple times overnight, and I just don't think the turquoise is gonna be there. I know we got a couple more demos we wanna do before we wrap it up.
I see we only have a couple minutes left, so I have some hummus, and I found some cauliflower for you.
Oh,
so why don't
yes,
we both make something at the same time, just to show how easy it is. So just gonna pulse that real quick.
Here we go.
Yep. There you go. Look at how easy that was to make your cauliflower rice.
Look how, you guys, what was that?
That was what, maybe 10 seconds? And I think you would go through your frozen food section of the grocery store and they want to charge you 10 bucks for a bag of that. Now you can just buy the cauliflower. Just pull it up. It's got a really good secure lid on there so you don't get it everywhere.
Oh, there it is.
And then while you
my gosh, look you guys.
That is.
That's perfect.
Isn't
Absolutely
that perfect?
And it's consistent too. So it's gonna cook consistently when you use it.
Oh, it's super consistent.
cook
And you
with it.
couldn't do that with a knife. You definitely need a food
There's no way.
processor to get your riced cauliflower. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make some hummus real quick. I know we only have about a minute left, but I've got my chickpeas in there, my tahini, and all I'm doing is pulsing to make it. There we go, to make my hummus. So now you can control the ingredients. I was talking to somebody this weekend, and one of their kids was allergic to tahini, to sesames. So now you can make your own with maybe like a sun butter or, you know, a different type of oil. So you get to control the ingredients. You've just made another drink. I love it.
Oh,
the ice is in the freezer. I needed to add more ice to it.
Look how good it looks though without it.
It does. It makes it really creamy, doesn't it?
That's like a pina colada.
It does.
And getting caught in the rain.
I like that song too.
Oh man, that is so good.
I'm so glad I had fun with you today.
Girl, I am so happy, trust me. Plenty of drinks out here. Unfortunately, no alcohol in them. Darn it. Okay, so here's what I want you to do. Stick with me. Rochelle's gonna stick with me as well because we have another really awesome item to show up. But we've got to take a real quick break and we'll be back. Again, don't forget we have red cinnamon, we have turquoise navy, we have gray, and we have black. Those are your color options. I would 100%, if you're thinking about it, order it now. I would not wait any longer because I think we sold 12